Hi. Okay. So yeah, what's my TikTok account is here. All right. So as a slide in front of you, there are two ads. All right. The real Mr. Joe and Loma Rambor. Okay. The first one is my teacher account. The second one is my personal account. So you can join those. You can follow me on TikTok. All right. I'm from Sunway College, Johor Bahru. Okay, and all of you are here to attend my workshop on the in-trend 21st century teacher creating bite-sized content using TikTok. All right, so I'm very sure that all of you know what TikTok is. You know, they are all the rage during this MCO period. And what is it? Why am I why are we and why am I advocating the use such a strange, in trend young people app with a lot of negative connotations to it? Why are we using this in our classroom? Well, I'm here to tell you there are a lot more potential in TikTok than any other apps out there. It's one of the biggest opportunities out there compared to Instagram, Facebook, which have been overused, by the way. But TikTok is the rising underdog, of the social media app at the moment. And all of your students, all of the Generation Z, Millennials, X, Y, whoever it is, they are actually on TikToks right now. All right, and they're creating bite-sized 60-second content is one of the things that we can exploit as teachers right now, all right, because our classes are moving increasingly online, especially in the tertiary education sector, and even in the secondary education sector, your students are always on the phone, right? How do we exploit this app to its fullest advantage? All right, how do we as teachers use that? All right, so today we're going to do this. Now, let me just highlight a bit of an objective here. Let's set the objective for today. Now, the very first objective is I want to highlight the benefits of using TikTok to enhance the online and blended classroom experience. I'm very sure a lot of us are using this blended classroom sort of an approach, do some stuff online, do some stuff offline, all right, a bit of, physical work, a little bit of online work. Okay, so how do we utilize TikTok for this? I'm going to highlight to you the features in TikTok and how you as an educator will be able to take full advantage of this. All right, and we're also going to learn, to use TikTok to capture Generation Z's attention. Now, you will realize much later, that the attention span, all right, for your students, they are very short. I'm very sure those of you who have been through Zoom classes, Teams classes, Google Hangouts, Google Meets, whatever it is, whichever platform you use over the MCO period to continuously teach your students, you will realize one thing. They are super disengaged, all right? They couldn't pay attention for more than a few minutes. And those of you who are parents out there, and then you have kids, especially kindergarteners, primary schoolers, all right, who are doing online classes, you will know, the moment the teacher comes online, you'll be running here, running there, running everywhere, all right? You couldn't pay attention. And teens, all right, they don't disengage physically, but they disengage mentally. We're going to see about that later, and then we're going to see how TikTok will be able to solve that problem for all of us, all right? And then I'm also going to demonstrate the usage of TikTok to create a short video. I'm going to be creating it real life with all of you, real time. So if those of you who have a TikTok app with you, all right, you can turn it on and follow the steps with me later, all right? So we're going to be brave a little bit, all right? We're going to be using this super brand new, all right, fantastic social media app, all right? And as teachers, we need to be able to project our energy, all right? Loma Rambo BOR, that one is Jayanti, that one is my personal account with an R behind, all right? The real Mr. Joe is my teacher account, all right? And lastly, I want to inspire all of you to create your own educational content on TikTok. Most probably, I think if you would join this workshop, I think most probably 80% of you would have been using TikTok in one way or another. Maybe you're just a lurker in TikTok at the moment. You're just scrolling, liking videos, looking at these dance trends, or looking at cooking videos or whatnot. All right, but right now, I'm going to inspire you to take charge. Press the plus button and create your own content for your own students. This is what I hope to do today with all of you. All right, so far so good with me at the moment. Don't be scared, don't be shy to just press unmute and ask me a question or put it down at the chat box below, all right, to your right, and any or the chat box on the right, or wherever it is that you are doing with us. All right, so let's talk about the big elephant in the room first, COVID-19, all right? Of course, this is a worldwide thing, all right? Earlier this year, we thought it was like, the China thing, if we just keep clean, nothing will happen to us, like that, okay? But at the end of the day, it reached our shores and it affected us more than ever. And never before have I actually personally thought that it will affect my own, my own teaching, my own profession, all right? So now, in the past, the adoption of educational technology has been quite slow. All right, we as educators have been quite slow in adapting, or adopting technology into our classroom. Because why? We are super comfortable. Okay, we are super comfortable with our own face-to-face methods. We are super comfortable with our, whiteboards and PowerPoints and whatnot. We are in our comfort zone, basically. Actually, I would say the education sector is in the comfort zone for the longest of time. All right, so the rest of the other business industries, they're moving towards like online ordering, to Grab Food, Food Panda, whatnot. But education industry, especially in the secondary and primary education sector, we are too comfortable. Leaning back of our traditional teaching methods, or even sort of a modernized teaching methods. None of us expected they will be doing this online teaching. A lot of us are relying heavily on face-to-face teaching, and COVID-19 sort of pushed us, pushed all of our face-to-face classes online, for better or for worse. I honestly, if you were to ask me right now, move the push towards online teaching or online learning, during this pandemic period, has it been a good experience or has it been a not so good experience? Quite honestly, I could say I don't know. I could say I don't know, because for better or for worse, I'm not sure. At this point, it's still too early to tell, because every one of us is still getting our feet wet. Like me, I see quite a lot of comments here saying that you're a novice on TikTok, 20%. All right, you are me 3 months ago. To be honest, I've never even, I heard of TikTok, but I couldn't bring myself to download it until like 4 months ago. When the pandemic started, when the lockdown started, during quarantine, I found myself to be bored out of my mind. After I finished my games, watch all my Netflix shows, right? You'll be surprised at how much Netflix I can watch, right? In that short period of time. And I'm very sure all of you can relate, all right? And you just run out of things to do very, very fast. And then I'm like, I know about TikTok for quite some time. I just downloaded it. Like you, I was just a lurker in the beginning. I was just watching these trends. All right, it is never before have I tried it. Until like a few months ago. All right, so for better or for worse, we are not exactly sure. All right, so this is what I'm here to reassure all of you. I'm here to reassure all of you that it is okay to be scared. It is still okay at this point, to still explore all the other apps out there. We've been told to use Zoom. We've been told to use Google Hangouts. We've been told to use Microsoft Teams. All right, but besides the conventional Facebooks and Instagrams and whatnot. All right, but what are the other apps out there? I'm here to tell you that TikTok is one of them. Don't be afraid to use it. Explore it, and I'm here to tell you all the benefits of it. Now there is a stark contrast between online engagement and physical engagement. All right, this is the disconnect that we are seeing. As an educator myself, I see there's a very big disconnect between the two. Face-to-face, physical engagement, you can tell from body language, eye contact. You can stare down at your students, you can read the overall atmosphere in your classroom. But in an online environment, no. Like right now, because of bandwidth issues and whatnot, or shyness, or just general disengagement, a lot of people do not turn on their webcams. Even in my online classes, it is such a chore to tell them to turn on their webcams. And then I would spend 10 minutes or 15 minutes just to tell them that to turn on your webcams, all right? So in the beginning, all right, but right now I make webcams as an attendance, so they have to turn on their webcams. If they don't turn on their webcams, I consider them as absent from my class. So it became a lot easier, but it was certainly a challenge back then. And even today, if I ask them to turn on the webcams, you can see them attending class like this. You can see me doing like this, right? What if they're attending your class like this? Or they're not there at all, or you can only see their hair. They'll be like doing like that. Or it's so obvious they're on their phone, like this. Like this. I'm teacher. I'm talking to you on my phone. All right. So how do we solve this problem? How do we solve this problem? How do we attract them into your class like that? Okay, so that is what COVID-19 has brought us to. And COVID-19 also brought to attention, okay, of the challenges we face in online lessons. Number one, lack of discipline. This is obvious. Okay, this is so obvious, lack of discipline. You ask them to do something, okay, you give them a task, they don't do it. Okay, I know a lot of secondary school teachers are relying on traditional PDF books that you scan, all right, and you forward to them. But how many of those, how many of those PDF or how many of those online exercises did you get back? I think the submission rate, it will be about, highest you should be about 80%, okay, and then the lowest could be about maybe 10%. Okay, like mine, I mean, in a uni setting, in a tertiary setting, you can set it as a part of your coursework, so they have no choice but to submit it to you. Okay, but in terms of a school setting, like most of you are facing at the moment, where the marks don't really come from all of this, it's definitely a challenge. All right, why? They don't attend classes, that's one. Two, okay, you do not have they lack the discipline, all right, to engage with the work that they give you. Okay, you gave them, because it's so different from the face-to-face ones, okay, that you used to give them. And the students, okay, are facing this challenge to adapt as well. They couldn't connect, all right? They couldn't connect with the exercises that's been done online. If we teachers are struggling, imagine the students. To them, it's just like an extended holiday. Okay, just like an extended holiday to rest, all right? So you give the traditional work, they won't do it. What if I tell you, okay, use the very apps that they are using right now to give them work. Use the very apps that they're using, they're lurking right now, they're spending so much time on right now, okay, to engage with them with your lesson. And TikTok is one of them. If any one of you have teenagers, or those of you who are about a bit young at the moment, all right, I mean, at your young age, young teachers, 24, 23 years old, all right, you find yourself lurking on TikTok, like, like for 5 hours of your time. Yes, Siti, I agree with you. They love it. Okay, like I was attending a workshop by Professor Hall just now. Okay, one of the respondents say, one of the participants say that they use PUBG to engage the students. Yes, this is what we teachers should be. Okay, what if I tell you that you use the app that they're using to engage with them? You will solve the discipline issue. Because they will be on the app, they have no choice. Okay, they have no choice. And then the medium that you're delivering, okay, your educational content, is so engaging to them that it solves the second problem, lack of engagement. Okay, now one of the biggest mistakes, okay, that we as educators make is that we teach online, okay, using face-to-face methods. Okay, we still assume that with an online medium, we are still using the traditional delivery method as we do with face-to-face. That is the biggest mistake. We assume that it's the same, but actually it is not. Okay, online teaching requires a very different engagement and strategy compared to face-to-face teaching. Okay, face-to-face, you can just go on and on, drone on and on and on. Correct. Okay, face-to-face teaching and on and on. Okay, you don't see. Okay, you lack the engagement, and when the teacher rambles on and on and on, like right now that I'm doing, okay, people start to disengage. You will notice yourself. Okay, you tend to reflect on yourself. Me rambling on like this, you will listen for a few minutes, then your mind starts to wander. Your mind starts to wonder, hey, what am I doing after this? Hey, what am I going to go after this? After 12 o'clock, where do I eat? What should I prepare for lunch? Your mind starts to wander. And if your mind, okay, a 20 plus 30-year-old, or even more senior than that, can wander like that, how about a teenager? How about teenager? All right, so it requires a different approach. We cannot use traditional face-to-face, okay, rambling on lecture method, okay, to deliver our online classes. That is just not it. Okay, that just couldn't work. All right, and then this is due to the short attention span of our students. Okay, now students, if they're in a school environment, if they're in a controlled environment, like in your lecture hall, in a class, fine, they can only focus on you. But imagine they're at home. Okay, with their laptops, with their tablets or whatnot, they have all sorts of freedom around them. They have the TVs, okay, and then if they're doing on their phones, on their tablet, YouTube is just one tap away. Okay, and then they can go anywhere. Okay, basically, especially if they turn off their webcam. Super short attention span. Okay, they are not in a controlled environment. Okay, I think this is the first time in education history, okay, that in Malaysia's education history, or the world education history, in fact, that control has been taken away from the teacher. Okay, the control has been taken away from us educators. Why do educators feel so lost this MCO period? Why? Because we just don't know what to do anymore. Okay, the control has been taken away from us. Okay, and then not only that, the long preparation time has forced us to be disengaged with our work. We feel burnt out more than ever. Okay, especially those of you who are working parents, your kids are already at home. Okay, mothers, housewives. Okay, you have to take care of your husband, your kids, all right, and the rest of the other stuff that you have to do at home. In addition to your online teaching work, it can suck the life out of you. Okay, and a lot of teachers felt drained, felt exhausted during this period. They feel that they wish this MCO to be over, they wish this whole thing to be over so they can resume face-to-face classes. Now, the key thing I would like to note, okay, here, people wish they can go back to face-to-face class. Again, I would like to say this again. People wish they can go back to face-to-face class. I'm very sure almost 80% of you agree with me. Even I will agree myself. All right, even though I know it's a very weird thing to say. All right, especially in this workshop. However, okay, notice notice the pattern here. The pattern here is we like to go back to the olden days of teaching face-to-face using traditional methods. Okay, not this Zoom whatever that we are doing right now. Online teaching everything right now. Okay, meaning what? We are still attached with our olden ways. Okay, we are still attached with our olden ways, but it's high time we change that. Okay, new normal, new beginning, I would say. People say new normal, I say new beginning. Why? Because even if I have face-to-face classes, I will still be using TikTok because this is the real thing now. Okay, MCO, okay, this pandemic has really opened everybody's eyes to new technologies, new tools that we can use. Even though we revert to face-to-face class after this, our methods can change, our tools can change. And I'm here to tell you, it doesn't have to be the same as a few months ago. I'm here to tell you, after this, even if we go back to normal, even if Russia's vaccine work, and then we say, hey, we can travel around the world again, okay, we will change our methods. We will become better teachers. We'll become better educators, okay, using the methods, using the strategies that we have found during this MCO period, all right? So long preparation time is, in fact, because changing from face-to-face back to online, all right, especially the resources. Okay, so enough about that. Now, who am I? Okay, I just introduced myself in the beginning. All right, my name is Mr. Joseph. Okay, Joseph Pang. Okay, my colleagues will call me JP back in JB. All right, so okay, I'm teaching in Sunway College, Johor Bahru. Okay, mainly critical thinking. Okay, and the knowledge management for VU business students. Okay, VU business degree students. But what am I? Okay, who am I? What are my details? Instead of telling you face-to-face and disengage you further, okay, let me show you the TikTok that I made.
My name, my age, my favorite color, my height, my sign, do I have a lover? What's my nationality? Here's some things that inspire me, my favorite food, my current mood, and my...
You see, this is a short video I created, okay, to introduce myself to all of you. In this short 12 seconds video, you know my name, you know my age, you know my favorite color, you know whether I'm attached or not, you know my height, okay, and then you know the things that inspire me, okay, you know my shoe size, okay, there's a shoe size at the end, okay, and it's nice to meet you. You see, no, I'm not singing. Okay, this is an audio that I took from TikTok. Okay, TikTok has this library of audio that you can use. All right, and there are a lot of talents out there that are creating content for TikTok at the moment. See what I did? Instead of telling your students, spending 1-2 minutes telling them who you are, show them this video. Okay, show them this video, 15-12 seconds, pop, they know. And the good thing is they can repeat, they can watch it again.
My name, my age, my
and all you have to
favorite
do
color,
is just point.
my height, my sign, do I have a lover? What's my nationality? Here's some things that inspire me, my favorite food, my current mood, and my...
Very short video, and it's so easy to create using TikTok. Just put your phone in front, find the audio, click record, point at different things. Okay, after that, edit it. Easy. The whole thing, you know how long it took me to create this video? To be honest, less than 15 minutes, to be honest. Okay, so you see, I cut down on my preparation time. I engage all of you. Okay, you see, I'm seeing very positive comments. I'm seeing creative. I'm seeing like it. You see, interesting, cute, wow, sweet. You see, imagine if you do this, okay, to your students. Imagine if you were to introduce your course, okay, your topic using this method. Of course, you can use a different audio. Okay, so imagine the engagement your students will see. Okay, and there's one key point here. There's one key point here that I'd like to note. Okay, at my next slide. Okay, is that students, when they see their teachers on TikTok, on social media, okay, they're like, hey, my teacher is on social media. My teacher is on TikTok. Hey, you know, so they'll be like, oh, you know, especially if you have the expressions going on. Okay, like me just now, I was like smiling. I was like, hey, you know, I was like genuinely happy. Okay, to create this video, and you will find yourself happy to create this type of videos as well. Okay, your students will be so happy to see you there. They will remember the things a lot more. Okay, so that's what. Okay, now all of you know who I am. All of you know I'm attached. Okay, so as of last year, I was still single. Okay, as of last year during ESAP, I was still single. But those of you who've been ESAP physically with me a few years ago, you know I've been single for quite some time. Okay, but from this short little video, I don't have to tell you that I'm attached. I am. Okay, so you see how fast everything can be, right? Any questions so far? Any questions? No. All right. So let me introduce TikTok. Okay, let me introduce TikTok. Okay, what is TikTok? Now, TikTok is not just some crazy social media app. Okay, social media app that that is for crazy dance moves, or for in trend, for stupid stuff. No, it's not. It's actually a video sharing social application. It's like Facebook, but more video based. It's like YouTube, but shorter. Okay, I would say a mini YouTube. Okay, I would say a minier, funnier version of YouTube. YouTube now, has a lot of different content on it, and then it's like a sea of content. There's so much out there. And then, to be honest, if those of you have a hand in creating YouTube videos, you know how much of a chore it can be. The equipment you have to invest in. You have to invest in a good light. You have to invest in this, that, and the copyright system. Okay, it's a pain to deal with. Okay, just now you see, I use, you will see later there are original songs. Okay, like just now the songs that I use is original. Okay, but then you can use a little bit of copyrighted songs, because copyright law actually says that if, let's say, you use, the audio clip less than 60 seconds, it can be considered as fair use. So whatever video that you create using all this audio, it is free from copyright issues. All right, so you don't have to worry about that. You can use the songs that your students are listening to create videos, for them. All right, so it's a basic video and audio editing software. Okay, that it takes no time to learn, like seriously. Okay, like when I decided to create my very first TikTok video, okay, yes, it was a little bit cumbersome. Yes, it involves a bit of trial and error as of everything. Okay, but once you get the hang of it, it's super easy. All you do is create, record, okay, and just film yourself, edit, boom, you're done. Okay. A whole process takes less than 15 minutes. Seriously, it takes less than that. All right. And it experienced exponential growth during the pandemic period. Like seriously. Okay, you will see later on how much it has grown. You'll be surprised yourself. And it's a place where the latest online trends are born and found. Okay, your students, the very students you're teaching right now, they're on TikTok. Okay, they're on TikTok, not as creators. Some of them are creating, but most of them, even a majority of them, I think most of you here who had TikToks before this, you don't create, but you look. You're a watcher. You're a consumer of TikTok. Okay, and by using that, it's a very big amount of students are on TikTok at the moment. How about you put your content there? Go to where your students are. Instead of forcing them on Zoom, instead of forcing them on Google Hangouts, or Microsoft Teams, you go to where they are hanging out. All right, you go to where they're spending most of their time, and you insert your own content there. To tell the truth, YouTube is no longer viable. Okay, why? They're more disengaged, because we know we can upload longer videos on YouTube. We tend to go on and on and on. TikTok limits you to 60 seconds. You have to say everything in whatever you have to say in 60 seconds. It forces you to do that. Okay, we'll see why. Now, I said just that experience exponential growth because it reached 2 billion. Imagine 2 billion download on mobile devices. Okay, over the past few months, 2 billion people downloaded TikTok during the lockdown or during the quarantine period. Let that sink in. 2 billion people downloaded it. 2 billion. Okay, more than Facebook, more than YouTube, more than Instagram. All right, and it forces the user to limit their videos to 60 seconds. And that, according to a research done by Chateau and Irwin 2016, all right, the attention span, average attention span for an average Gen Z and millennial, the students that you are teaching at the moment, is 13 seconds long. Okay, that's why they disengage. That's why they seem to be listening to you for the first few minutes. After that, they're gone. Okay, their minds are like wandering everywhere. Okay, how do we keep on engaging them beyond 13 seconds? TikTok is your answer. All right, and they are the top 5 most downloaded app on Play Store and App Store. Don't believe me? Go to your App Store right now. Go to your Google Play Store right now. Okay, and look at top free apps. Okay, for under social media, you will see TikTok is one of the 5. Okay, people everywhere, they're downloading it. Why not you use it? Okay, and then it's a music-centric app. Okay, music is the center of the app. Okay, I will talk about a little bit of history, but I'll just browse through since I'm running short on time. Okay, so we are able to capture attention using trendy music or funny sounds. Like just now, it's just one of them. It's just one of the many millions and billions of sounds out there. Okay, and then videos are short, attractive, and to the point. Like my introduction video just now, short, to the point. My name, my age, my favorite color, my height, my size, do I have a lover? Okay, it's like it's all in a song. And then if your students have missed one word, they can go back and they can rewatch it again and again because it will replay. Okay, the video will auto replay by itself unless they stop it. Okay, so they will be on repeat most of the time. Short, simple, to the point. Exactly what your students want. Exactly how we should be approaching our online teaching at the moment. Okay, and this is from my own observation. I haven't published this yet. Wait for its publication. All right. So students like to see the teachers have fun. Come on. Okay. Like you right now. Okay. Like you right now. I'm doing my very best to have fun. Okay. In this, I love the delivery. I love participating in ESAT. I've been doing this ever since I joined Sunway. Okay. Ever since I joined Sunway JB quite some time ago. All right. I never fail to join ESAT every year, and I enjoy myself. So if let's say you have fun creating the videos, you smile, you have genuine fun, connect with your students, okay, on those videos, your students like to see that. Your students will be like, hey, Mr. Joseph, hey, it's here. Mr. Joseph is on TikTok. You know, they'll be sharing the videos to their friends, to everywhere else. Trust me, before you know it, you'll be TikTok famous among your kids, okay? And definitely they'll be paying more attention to you because they'll be anticipating what sort of videos will you be putting out, okay, in the next few months or next few weeks. All right, trust me on that. All right, my students, I just speaking from personal experience. All right. Now, some misconceptions about TikTok. Okay, let's get the big elephant out of the way first, all right? Because I know TikTok has been making news lately, and I'm very sure all of you have heard one way or another, like President Trump, China, and blah, blah, blah. So let's just get the big elephant out of the room. ByteDance is sending my data to China. ByteDance is the parent company of TikTok. Okay, right now they're still owning TikTok. Okay, they are sending my data to China. China is spying on me. China knows whatever it is on my phone. Not true, guys. Not true. Don't panic. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Emmy, they will use. I'll talk about Douyin later. All right. So there is no direct evidence that ByteDance is sending data to China. No exact evidence. All right. Until today, President Trump can say whatever he wants. Okay. About China sending, TikTok sending data to China and whatnot. But they have no evidence. They just talk with just words. All right. And then it's impossible for TikTok to do so as well because why? The servers are located in US and Singapore. Our Southeast Asia server, all of the videos, all of the content is actually uploaded to Singapore. Okay, and then the US content is stayed there. So Asia Pacific region, except for China and Hong Kong and Macau, okay, the content is actually stored at the server in Singapore, okay, and for the rest of the world is in the US. And like Emmy pointed out, okay, in the chat, okay, China's Douyin, okay, China has its own TikTok app. It's called Douyin, separate from our app, okay, separate from TikTok. So if let's say your students are on TikTok, they're most probably on the China TikTok, which will be Douyin. Okay, and then for those of us who don't have no access to Huawei phones or whatnot, it's actually quite impossible for us to download Douyin. they have to jump through a lot of loops, all right, in order to download this app. All right, so if let's say your students are already currently on Douyin, okay, all they have to do is download TikTok, a separate one, because in the students' mind, Douyin is the China app, okay, it's the China version of the app, and TikTok is the international version of the app, and it's the international version of the app that we are talking about. Okay, so no, ByteDance is not selling your data to China, all right? And TikTok's a bad influence on teenagers, and it's contained a lot of inappropriate content. I'm not going to deny this. Yes, okay, there are a lot of distasteful content, okay, on TikTok. Okay, if you spend more or a lot of time on it, they are. Okay, so is Facebook, so is Instagram, so is YouTube, so is TV, so is everything else. All right, it's all about moderation. Content is moderated by TikTok 24 hours. Okay, 24 hours a day. So somebody uploads an inappropriate content. TikTok has a lot of employees that sees all of this inappropriate content and take it down fast. All right, so it's all about self-control here. Okay, if we don't want to use an app solely because it's potentially bad content, then I argue we might as well stay at a wooden hut in a jungle, because even TV has bad content, even YouTube has bad content. Okay, this is not something we can run away from. Okay, we just have to be self-disciplined enough. The students have to be self-disciplined enough to do that. And TikTok's algorithm is a different ball game altogether. I can go on and on about how TikTok curates its content to its users, but that would eat up a lot of time. So let me just reassure you by saying, you be the agent of change. Okay, you be the agent of change. You put out educational content, okay, out there for your students to see. Override those inappropriate contents with your educational content. Then the change will be happening there. All right. So yes, okay. Douyin is certain you can download Douyin if you want to, but Douyin's features is completely different compared to the features that we're going to be talking about today. But the basic functions is still the same. So if you can switch according to your audience. Okay, if let's say most of your students are on Douyin, okay, you can actually create content on Douyin instead. All right, but bear in mind that it's a China app, so all the privacy issues will definitely come into play. All right, TikTok, as far as I'm concerned, is actually safe to be used at this point. Okay. So it's a place of mindless stress, challenges, and stupid pranks. Okay, if you see all those TikTok inspired videos on Instagram and Facebook or even YouTube, no, okay, it is not. As I said, there's a plethora of educational content that are uploaded to TikTok every second. I'm going to show you a few examples of each, okay, of them. And as I said, again, be the agent of change. You are the one who's going to be controlling the content that your students consume. All right, that's why I say last time we panicked, because why? Control has been taken away from us. But now, if you be the agent of change, you start to put educational content on a place where they hang out, you are taking control back into your own hands. You control the content that your students consume. Okay, and that will definitely make TikTok a much better place for everybody else. Again, be the agent of change. All right. So some examples of fun educational content that you can find on TikTok. Those of you who are already on TikTok, okay, you will find very stupid videos that you'll be like, hey, what is this? You'll be asking yourself, hey, what is this? But so is you, if you go on YouTube for the very first time, you'll be like, why music videos all day long? Why ads all day long? All right. So some fun educational content, because if you go into educational content on TikTok, there'll be a lot. Okay, so I'm going to show you mathematics. Okay, people use TikTok to teach mathematics. How? This is it.
Okay, why is every number raised to the power of 0 equal to 1? Think about it this way. 2 to the power of 1 is 2, and as I increase the exponent by 1, I multiply by 2 every time. So 2 times 2 is 4, times another 2 is 8, times another 2 is 16. So going backwards, I'm dividing by 2 every time. So as the exponent goes down by 1, I'm dividing by 2. So 16 divided by 2 is 8, divided by 2 is 4, divided by 2 is 2. If I divide by 2 one more step and bring the exponent from 0 down to 1, 2 divided by 2, well, that's equal to 1. I know it can be confusing because you learn exponents as a number multiplied by itself that many times, but there are many ways we can apply exponents beyond just positive whole numbers. So we can even say 2 to the power of negative 1 is equal to 1 divided by 2. So all I have to do is divide by 2 one more time, and that's 1/2.
Okay, you see now this person is called Kind. Online Kind is his TikTok. All right. So what he did, okay, yeah, he feels like RuPaul is teaching. No, I'm not considered to be the next drag queen of TikTok. No, no, definitely not. But his style is that's his style. He teaches mathematics in drag. Okay, and you see when you see him, then you say, hey, this drag queen is here. But when you think about it, hey, he's talking about mathematics, exponents. Okay, I'm an English teacher, so my background is in English, and I suck in maths. All right, but but watching his TikToks made me understand maths a little bit more. He goes on to talk about infinity, to talk about things, and what he's doing right now, he's answering a fan's question. Okay, a fan actually commented on one of his TikToks, and he replied to that. Okay, so you see how you can do that with your students as well. You don't even need to have fancy music going on at the background. All you need is just press record, answer your students' question. And you have to answer them, okay, you have to answer them in a very short amount of time, like 60 seconds. So it really cuts down the amount of time that you use for your lessons. All right, pet health. Okay, people use TikTok to teach pet health. How?
Trying to tell you what to do, but try to play cool. Baby, I ain't playing by your rules. Everything look better with a view. Why you always in the mood? Fuck around like you're brand new.
You see? So learn a short dance, learn a short funny dance to the music, and put content on it. Your students will be like, hey, Mr. Joseph is dancing. Okay, Mr. Joseph is dancing. So it's like, hey, what is he dancing? Then they will start to see content appearing on their screen. They will be like, okay, so the attention will be like you dancing. Okay, at the same time, they'll be like, hey, what is this? Okay, what is all these words coming out on the video?
Joseph
they
here.
will be, yes.
10 minutes.
Okay, 10 minutes. All right.
Thank
okay,
you.
now we're running out of time. All right. So yes, this is pet health. All right. And then next is English. Okay. See this?
Here's a writing tip for you. Try to avoid the word very. Use stronger words. For example, very happy becomes ecstatic. She was ecstatic when she won first prize at the science fair. Number 2, very angry becomes livid. He was livid when his brand new car was struck by another vehicle. Instead of saying very lazy, try slothful. A slothful person has no motivation to get out of bed in the morning. Another example, very tired becomes exhausted. He was exhausted after working for 13 hours straight. In the comments, add other strong words to replace boring old words.
Okay, so you see this one, okay, they doesn't involve dancing. So it comes to the question by Mei Peng, all right, what does KPM think about the teachers dancing in public? You don't have to dance. You don't have to. Okay, TikTok, you don't have to dance in order to capture attention. You can do like what she did just now, just by explaining. Okay, just by explaining, or even just take like shots. Okay, you just take like shots of educational content. You can do that, all right? And then for psychology, okay, for psychology is this. Yes, Cassandra, I like the teachers or the English teachers one as well. All of you can start with that. Okay, all of you can start with that first. All right, this one is psychology. Very short. Don't have to dance.
Don't know what you're saying. You're flying higher than a plane, and I'm not complaining. It's getting too loud. We'll figure it out. I'm out of my brain.
See, short but informative. You don't have to dance. You can just change clothes. Okay, we're doing transitions from time to time. You don't even have to talk. All you have to do is put a music. Okay, film yourself doing something. Put words there. That's it. You don't even have to talk. So flexible. Okay, TikTok has a lot of flexibility for you. Don't have to dance. You can do something, a very simple explanation. You can do all of this. And last is critical thinking, starring yours truly.
Here are the most common logical fallacies that people use. Part 1. Number 1 is the generalization fallacy. Just because something you presume is true applies to one or a small subset of the population, that doesn't mean it can apply to the entire general population. For example, just because all of your previous boyfriends cheated on you, that doesn't mean that all of the entire world's male population are scumbags and cheat. And number 2 is the ad hominem fallacy. Instead of attacking his or her stance or perspectives or opinion about a certain topic, you instead resort to attacking the personality, their conduct, their behavior.
see how I utilize TikTok to teach critical thinking to my students. Okay, I created this to spark, to deliver a message, to deliver my lesson, okay, in a more engaging way to my students. I don't have to dance. Okay, this is one of my very first few TikToks actually. Okay, you see the MCO hair, okay, that I haven't cut for quite some time. It's there, all right? So I created this in my room. I put some music and I just filmed myself. That's it. I don't have to dance. I don't have to do anything. Okay, it's just that. All right. So some cool TikTok features that you can use in your classroom experience is the appearing, disappearing text, as you can see from the very first video that I made. Green screens, all right? You can screenshot something, okay? You can screenshot a graph, you can screenshot like a picture, okay? And then you can do it like that, okay? Like this green screen that you're seeing right now in Microsoft Teams works exactly the same way. Okay, so you can point out, okay, so this is the building in Sunyu, all right? So this is the Sunway College building, Sunway University building, like that. Okay, you can do something similar, okay, in TikTok as well. They have that feature called green screen and video reply to comments. Okay, let's say your students saw your TikTok and they say, hey sir, I was wondering if you could tell me more about ad hominem fallacy. Okay, I don't understand this in one of the videos. Just click on it, video reply. Okay, and then film your reply within 60 seconds. Okay, within 60 seconds, send, boom, it appears. They can watch your video reply to their questions. You don't even have to WhatsApp them. You just have to reply back to them. They're on TikTok anyway. All right. Duets. Okay, duets is something that I haven't shown you yet. I don't think so. We have the time. Okay, but duets is something cool. Okay, you can do side-by-side video with one another. You can duet the students if you want to. Okay, especially like, you know, continuing the story kind of a thing. You can do a chain storytelling, okay, kind of a thing with your students if you want to. It's all available in duet. If I can do an advanced, okay, TikTok course with all of you, I would, because there's so many things that I want to share with all of you. All right. Now, trending music to go with your content, like just now Max Klemenko's video. Okay, he used a trending music that everybody is listening to. Right. So, and many more. Okay, TikTok is adding more and more features like every month. All right, so you can explore TikTok, okay, on your own time later, and then you can try to do it. All right, now how I use TikTok in my classes. Let's just zoom all of this. Okay, knowledge management. I'm teaching knowledge management to my students. All right, to my degree students here in JB. All right, so this is how I do it. This is a video that I created, okay, a few months ago, 1 month ago. I learned a dance. I gave them 7 different types of knowledge. See, so what I did with this video, okay, I did a flipped classroom. I did a flipped classroom thing. So I sent this video to my students, okay, in the group. I say, hey, watch my TikTok, okay. And what I did was I asked them to brainstorm and define and provide examples for the different types of knowledge. Okay, sure, Geraldine, definitely I'll add you in. All right, so different types of knowledge presented. So they watched this very short, okay, 11 seconds video. Okay, definitely, Mei Peng, I will definitely do that if we have the time. Okay, so definitely I will ask Sanyu to organize something and definitely can join, or even I can organize something in JB. All right, and then you guys can join. We're running out of time. Okay, we're running out of time. Okay, so yeah, this is one of the things that I did. Okay, and then for my VU English for business enrichment, now this one took me some time, okay, because I spent a lot of time editing it, because I took videos from YouTube and I combined them into one. TikTok allows you to do that as well. It's this. The successful company. I'm a boss, I'm a bitch and a boss, I'm a shine like glass, I'm a bitch, I'm a boss, I'm a bitch and a boss, I'm a shine like. Okay, so this is a running joke, okay, during the MCO period, like these companies are gardenia, people are buying gardenia bread, you know, and then people are, you know, buying surgical masks, hand sanitizers. So these companies are getting more and more, I mean, richer and richer, okay, and then the, the companies are Bajaya Corp, Starbucks, all these things, they are losing business because of the MCO period. So what I did with my students is this, it's a take-home assignment, okay, this video is a take-home assignment for them. They have to write an essay on how MCO affected different businesses. So it all comes back to, okay, Air Asia. Okay, Air Asia is being affected because why cannot travel? Okay, cannot travel. And then like how MCO has helped certain businesses as well. Yeah, gardenia van, like people really serbu, you know, the gardenia van. The people like really, gardenia is like gold, and you couldn't find it anymore. Right? So you see, so I saw what is happening around the world during the MCO period. and I combined videos from it. And you see all these celebrity videos like Ariana Grande, Shawn Mendes, Brad Pitt, they're taken from the glam bots, all right, Cole Wallace's glam bots of the Grammy and Oscar sessions. Okay, so it took a bit of editing, but this is the thing that I showed to my students, and they produce up very good essays, okay, because it sparks them to research on their own. All right, and for my CCTS class is this, okay. Yes, everybody has the ability to be creative, in my opinion. All right, so the creativity is it can be nurtured. Okay, and this is how I use my TikTok in the classroom. Okay, for my CCTS class, it's a flipped classroom again. So I get them to watch the video. Okay, the different fallacies. I presented 2 fallacies there. Okay, and I asked them. It's an online discussion when in my Zoom class. Okay, sorry, in my Microsoft Teams class during that time. Okay, I asked them to discuss how different fallacies are used based on the video that I showed them. All right. So now for online exam guidelines also, okay, you see my so the time they have an online exam. Okay, so how I give them their guidelines is this.
I guess I'm just a play date to you.
Joseph here.
Yep.
10 more minutes to go. The latest 10:35 need to kill already.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'll show them the last one first. This one.
I guess I'm just a play date to you.
You see how I use TikTok to deliver exam tips or guidelines to my students here. All right. So definitely, okay, you can leverage this in your classrooms as well. All right. So TikTok has a lot of different applications, and you can use it on your own. You don't have to dance. Point. That's about it. All right. Use a song. Play it. I'm very sure all of you know that song. All right. So since we're running out of time, I don't think so I can do this with all of you. So I will just skip through all of this. I think will they be able to get the slides, Jessie? Will they be able to get the slides?
Yes,
okay.
yes, they can.
All right. So I will. Okay. You'll be getting the slides. I'll be passing the slides to Miss Jessie. All right. So you'll be able to see. See, I'll show you. I gave you guys a good tutorial. Okay, on how to create your very first TikTok. All right. Yeah. The real Mr. Joe only has 2 videos so far because previously I used my personal account to share the videos to my students. All right. So yeah, the guidelines are all here. All right. So once you share, okay. Once you share, and then there's a dance that I want you guys to do also, but we don't have time. All right. So any questions? Any questions?
Yeah, guys, do you have any questions?
Yeah.
Because you only got 4 minutes.
Correct.
Thank you.
Plenty. Okay. So Maybank, if you have any questions, feel free to email me, josephp@sunway.edu.my. Okay, I'm gonna write it in the chat.
You are going to be boom. I'll belanja you nasi lemak when you come here, okay?
Yeah, sure. I want Madam Kwan.
No. I take you to a better one.
All right. So any questions? Okay, you can just email me right there. Okay, and I will try to answer the best I can, or follow me on TikTok and send me a message there. All right. Okay. We will explore. Okay, different options for all of us to learn TikTok together. All right. Thank you so much. And please join, if there are no further questions, please join the keynote webinar by Professor Hall on link 4. Okay? See you guys there.
Joseph?
Yes.
Where do we get your slides?
I think Miss Jessie,
I think at the end of the session, I think Miss Naomi will send you an email after everything is done.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome. Bye.
Yay.
Anyone else somewhere? So please do go to the final talk by Dr. Stephen Hall.
Okay, bye-bye. See you guys there.
Bye, thank you.